We, the negative, reject the notion that rules facilitate creativity. To facilitate is to simplify, whereas rules are a man-made set of explicit or understood regulations or principles governing conduct within a particular activity. Rules, in turn, complicate the creative process. To fully understand that rules inhibit creativity, it is crucial to understand that creativity is an original, novel solution that is both useful and appropriate given the context, environment, and the task at hand. Creativity is originality, progressiveness, and imagination. By definition, creativity involves the breaking of rules. Adhering to rules is not original, nor is it progressive. First, people tend to avoid uncertainty by killing the creative idea due to a fear of breaking the rules. If everyone feared breaking the rules, change would not be an option. The world would remain stagnant and not have the ability to progress. In 1955, an African-American civil rights activist, Rosa Parks, decided to break the rules by refusing to give up her seat on a bus, and because of this, gave traction to the civil rights movement and fostered new ideas on racism in America and facilitated legislation.
Or observe some of the propaganda rules enacted in Nazi Germany which dispelled free thought and, among other things, jazz. One such rule banned the broadcasting of American jazz music over German radio waves. Later, the Nazis banned jazz music from Germany altogether, prohibiting musicians to perform in the state. Thus, musicians had to adhere to the rules and fled Germany to perform. In order to maintain the popular jazz culture in Germany, Nazi propaganda officials allowed swing music to be played, but altered the lyrics to be more sympathetic to the Nazi cause. So, if you were a jazz musician in Germany during the late 1930s and early 1940s, your creative product would have to fit those parameters and follow Nazi rule. Or what about the Beatles? It is undeniable that drugs enabled the band members to create some of their most iconic hits. Got to Get You Into My Life was a song solely about marijuana, as stated by Paul McCartney in a 2004 interview with the Washington Post. Day Tripper inexplicitly makes references to acid, while Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was, as McCartney puts it, pretty obvious. Steve Jobs, a college dropout, also admitted to using LSD, claiming that it fostered his creativity. Because of this illegality, he revolutionized personal computers, film, music, and phones. He violated standards and conventions on technological norms by connecting art to technology. If the Beatles and Steve Jobs had chosen to abide by the rules by not taking advantage of illegal substances, it is likely that one of the greatest bands in history would have flopped, and that technology as we know it would not exist.
Most importantly, rules hinder creativity by limiting one's opportunities. Consider a 3-minute video project, much like this one. The level of creativity is limited to that format, a 3-minute video, not a 4-minute live presentation, 1-minute song and dance routine, or